What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan is welcome. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Kemoko Turay, one of the more underrated players on the Indianapolis Colts. Before he got hurt back in the Kansas City Chiefs game, a few years ago, around 2 years ago, he was really coming off that edge, and he was really having a year in which he was having a lot of hurries. He had some of the most hurries in the NFL. He was number three, I think, in hurries, only behind like two big guys like Aaron Donald and someone else. I don't remember who, but you get my point. He was insane. He was playing really well at a very high level, and I think people forgot about that. I think that injury really put a hamper on the way people thought about him. Yeah, it sucks. People kind of put him on the back shelf, on the back burner, especially once we drafted Kwity Paye and Deo Dangbo. But Kwity Paye is going to be on one side. And Deo isn't going to be ready for quite some time until November, until late October, something like that. So while Deo is recovering, who's going to have that spot? That is going to be Kemoko Turay. And I am telling you, Kemoko Turay has a legit shot to have 13 plus sacks this season. And this is the first place you're going to hear it. This is the first place you're going to hear it, and probably one of the only places you're going to hear it. But I'm saying Kemoko Turay is going to have 13 plus sacks. That's my bold prediction. Because this dude has all the potential in the world. He has all the talent in the world to do this. He's worked with Robert Mathis. He's worked with some elite pass rushers in the past, like Robert Mathis. And in that Chiefs game, before he got hurt, like I said, people put him on the back burner once that happened. People just said, oh well, he's done. Oh well, move on. Who's the next guy? Because they don't have the patience. And that's a big issue nowadays in the NFL. Patience. They don't have patience. They want someone to come in. They want a rookie to come in right away and have a 15 plus sack season and be one of the best pass rushers in the league. Unless you're Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, that does not happen. Or J.J. Watt. You know what I mean? You get my point. That does not happen. So you need to realize that he was a rookie that year. Yet, no, he wasn't a rookie. It was his second year, but it was a year that he was actually starting to, show out. He was actually starting to show what he has learned. Nonetheless, his second year, he started showing that. He started showing elite pass rushing ability. And since he got hurt, people lost the patience. People lost the ability to wait for him. And in the NFL, that's true. You can't wait. You always got to keep going. But at the same time, you got to know when to wait. You got to know when to be patient for a player. You got to know when to not move on. You got to know that player has elite talent, not to just move on because of a setback. If you stick through those setbacks, man, it could pay off for you big time. And I think the Colts are going to pay off for that. I think they're going to pay off for that with Kemoko Turay this offseason, or this season coming up. So, with him, getting that second surgery in the offseason, get to 100%, to try to get to 100%. He still may not be 100, but he's definitely getting there. And by the start of the season, he's going to be ready. And he's going to be a monster. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And people are going to realize real fast when the season starts that he is coming in to make a big difference, and he's going to make a big difference. Remember, this is the first place you're hearing it. Kemoko Turay, man. I'm really excited for this young player. Really excited. As I was saying earlier, in that Kansas City Chiefs game is where he really, really started to show what he was capable of. Almost every gosh darn play, he was coming off that edge, chasing Patrick Mahomes, chasing him down for his life. And he's capable, and that was a really good Chiefs offense line. Mitchell Schwartz, Eric Fisher at that time. And he was still coming off the edge off of both of those tackles and doing just fine. Getting pressures every play. So we need to realize we need to give players a chance even when they're getting hurt. Even if they're out a year and a half. You have to realize, it's NFL. Things aren't going to be perfect. Things aren't going to show out right away. That's not how the NFL works. It takes a while. It takes a while for great things to come. And look at what Chris Ballard has done. it took a while. It took him quite some time to build this roster the way he has. But he's built it the right way, and he's built it in a way where he's going to keep his own guys, and our team is going to be amazing. It's going to be set up to win. The crazy thing is, we have one of the best rosters yet. We have one of the best cap situations. We have one of the most stable cap situations of every team. And that's because of the brilliant work and the brilliant contracts that Chris Ballard has put together. Now, yeah, a lot of people are losing patience with him. A lot of people were losing patience with him. And, they just got to learn to trust the process. Trust the process. You just have to trust the process. You got to realize that Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built overnight. And, if you look at some of the dynasties, the Patriots, the Niners, the Cowboys, they had players that they drafted their own. And those are the players that they immensely paid to keep there. Those are the players that they drafted, and they stuck with them. And look what happened. They groomed these lower round type of players. They stuck with them. And look what happened. Now, I'm not saying that the Colts are going to be the next Cowboys, Niners, Patriots dynasty. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm saying that a well-built team takes time. And it's not built overnight. So, and it's starting to show now. And a lot of those Chris Ballard people, that dislike him very much, that don't like the way he's building it, oh well. Oh well. You know? I trust in Ballard all the way. He has proved me wrong many times. He has proved many people wrong many times. And he knows what he's doing. So you gotta trust him. Gotta trust him. So, as always, I thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show. I think Kemoko Turay can be a guy that's really, really going to show out. 13-plus sacks guy, I promise you, this season. Telling you. Watch out for Kemoko Turay. That's it for today's episode. As always, I will catch you guys next time.